Okay, so welcome to the Monday evening masterclass. And tonight we're actually going to talk about OJAS. I talked about it a little bit before, but OJAS in Ayurveda and yoga means your vital reserves. And we are just starting to phase out of Vata season. The weather now is becoming variable. So we are going to be experiencing warm days, cold days, warm days, cold days. It's going to be up and down. That kind of runs havoc on the body. So at this time, it's important to consider doing a cleanse. Now, I know in in the West right now, there's lots and lots of cleanses out there. It's a super trendy thing to do. But in Ayurveda, they've been doing these cleanses for thousands of years. Typically, they're done twice a year. The spring cleanse is very, very important because you're literally removing kapha from the body. So kapha, remember, it's earth and water. That's what kapha is made up of. Those are the two elements. During the winter time, it's a stagnant time, dormant time. And so kapha tends to accumulate in the body. But then when the temperatures start to warm up, just like on the mountain, the snow melts. That same process is happening inside of your body. So you literally start to have all of this stuff, toxins. Typically people in the wintertime, they eat a little bit more sweets, or they might kind of overeat a little bit. And that can build up in the body and create stagnation and also cause toxins. And then the temperatures warm up and it starts to melt inside the body, move into the bloodstream, and people can get sick. You get like this, colds and flus. So it's very important at this time to simplify your diet, to clean everything out, to make it so that all of the toxins that have built up and the stagnation can be removed from the body. And it's a very simple process. We're really looking at fixing digestion. And by the way, pretty much almost every single person that I work with, they have a digestive imbalance. That is the very first imbalance that happens in the body, the very first. And then after that, other imbalances start. Unless you've had an accident or you fell and you had an injury, if there is something going on in your body, it will start in the digestive system and move from there out into other systems. So we have to take that first week of a cleanse and fix digestion, fix it. And digestive issues show up as skipping meals. That is not normal. That is not healthy. Also snacking. That is also something that we don't do because digestion takes between an hour and a half to 2.5 hours. So you want to have enough time to digest. So it's better to have set meals. And depending upon your constitution, we look at what's appropriate for each person. So the first week is going to be digestion. After that, we then do a process that's called oleation. And then the last week is rejuvenation. And the whole purpose is to help you guys get your body back in balance, simplify everything so that that transition from Vata season, winter, to the spring, which is Kapha season, is done with ease, and we keep our immune system strong. My topic tonight for you guys is actually how to keep our vital reserves strong so that we're not empty. Most people are pretty depleted. There's a lot of immune deficiency issues, autoimmune issues. There's people that are completely depleted all the time. They're exhausted. They have fatigue all the time. And then that means that every single system in their body is depleted first. When we start depleting our vital reserves, it means that the body has been depleting for a long period of time, and now there's nothing left. It's like you have nothing in your tank. So OJAS, OJAS, means your vital reserves. So I wanted to talk to you tonight about how to build your vital reserves. It's really important to know because so many people are exhausted and fatigued. If you've had any kind of an injury in your life and you've had to recover from something, 5 years ago, I got sepsis, and it almost killed me. And it took me years to build up my vital reserves again. I know that there's a few of us that have had head injuries, anything like that. It takes a long time to build up your vital reserves because your body is focused now on healing. So the first of the protocol for building OJAS is to work and think a little less. That's physical and mental rest. Okay, so if you're a Vata person, and if you don't know, contact me, get a consultation, find out what you are. It's a good idea to know. If you're a Vata person, then physical rest is going to be more important. If you're more Pitta, you have more fire in your system, then the mental rest is going to be more important. The next thing is to stretch and stroll and take walks, do yoga, have time in nature. Why is that important? Well, because when you go out into nature, you're literally connecting with the essence of who you are. We're no different than anything that's around us. All of nature, the stars, the universe, we're all part of that same makeup, right? So when you go out into nature, it helps you reset. So you want to take time and do that. Doing pranayama, which is breath work, that also can help. Eating foods that are building type of foods, so more nourishing type of foods, also helps. And that is different for each person. So that would be something that you would need to talk to me about. Call me. Adding oils for the inside. So you're ingesting ghee, which is clarified butter, basically. Ghee or oils like olive oil, healthy natural oils, you guys, by the way. And also applying them to the outside, right? Because your skin will absorb that. And we have natural oils on our skin. Every time you take a bath or you shower, you literally wash those off. And those natural oils are really meant to protect us and create a barrier from our body to the particulates out in the environment. So adding oil in the morning, after you shower, before you shower, that then absorbs into the system and helps you build that earth, helps you build those vital reserves. Very supportive. Also, making sure that you keep the nasal cavity clear. So doing alternate nostril breathing, also the neti pot, and then also applying oil into the nose. It's called nasya. If you're not sure about that, you can also call me. In Ayurveda, we use ghee, and then also there's special oils that are meant to be applied, and it keeps the tissues protected in the sinuses. So the same thing happens. You're actually less likely to get sick. Also, making sure that you take time to have like silence. Meditation is really important. I want to emphasize the fact that Vata people, so if you're made up more ether and air, they need more physical rest. They get exhausted. They get depleted quicker. And then the Pitta people, the really intense, fiery people, they need more mental rest because they're constantly in their head. What Pitta people need the most is playtime. They need to play. They need to get out and do stuff. So things that are important for helping all of the constitutions is meditation, yoga, and yoga nidra. And if you haven't done yoga nidra, there's lots and lots of yoga nidra meditations out there on all of those apps. And I'll probably put one on my YouTube channel here soon. It's a fantastic practice, and it helps to promote deep relaxation as well as connecting with the subconscious so that you can plant a seed of intention so that you're moving towards what you want in your life, creating your future self. Okay, so that's basically the OJAS building protocol. And it's important to consider during this time because we're dealing with variable conditions outside. Like I said, it's going to be warm and then cold and warm and then cold. And that can run havoc on the body. Okay. So if you have any questions, reach out to me. You can contact me, email me, or call me. I'm always available for you guys. That's what makes me happy. All right. So let's move on to the regular practice.